All right, weekend sports betting tips on the Barroom Network. Sorry about that. Still had the overlay up. Back after a short hiatus, I was moving. But the real story tonight is Anthony's going for his 12th free play winner in a row. No pressure. No pressure.
None.
No pressure.
Okay.
I think I heard his free play before the show, so I think it's a pretty good one. So stick around till the end.
I'm telling everybody right now, Dodgers minus 350, that's a joke play. That doesn't even count.
Oh, it's not a lock? It's not a lock? Not a lock? You don't want to bet 700 to win 200?
Yeah. Lay your 700 down to win that 200.
I can't. I'd rather Arizona.
I like the Rockies. Call me crazy.
I said Arizona because Dakota Hudson used to be on Arizona. I'd rather take the Rockies at plus 280 than.
Yeah,
what about the Rockies' first 5 money line? I mean, come on. The Dodgers have been on the East Coast the past week. Tooch, you might as well just go straight to this Dodgers game because we're already talking about
it. Let's go right to the Dodgers.
All right, why not?
And then we can just backtrack.
We'll backtrack here. We got Walker Buehler going versus is it Dakota Hudson?
Yep.
Dakota
Hudson pitching for the Rockies now.
I mean, plus 220 for the Rockies money line first 5.
What was that? Was he on Arizona or St. Louis before?
Yeah. St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah, St. Louis, yep.
And I'm telling you, after watching the Dodgers for the past 2 weeks on the East Coast, their bullpen is very, very shaky.
Let's go back to early shows. I talked about this Dodger team. People loved them. Oh, they're going to win 110 games. It's Otani Freeman. Yeah, and then what's next? Will Smith is nice. Teoscar Hernandez is a nice kind of role player. And then it's who's going to kind of step it up? And the pitching staff, Buehler, back from injury. He's still working his form back. Yeah. You got Glasnow, Yamamoto, and then what else? You got a bunch of 5-inning guys, which means the bullpen's going to get taxed a little bit.
And Yamamoto he's way overhyped. He's nothing more than an average pitcher in anything. I mean, he's very hittable, extremely hittable.
Well, tonight's Walker Buehler will probably give us a little glimpse into how he's going to be for the rest of the season, coming back off of the injury.
I blame me for Walter Buehler. I go and get some signed autos of him, numbered cards, and the guy goes on the injured list the next day. So
I spent $89.
His Hall of Fame is done. His Hall of Fame trajectory is over.
Got his autograph, team memorabilia, game used jersey with the out of 25. Spent $89 on it. Next day he's injured. I'm like, are you kidding me?
You could put in a pile with Sixto Sanchez rookie cards.
Yeah, I thought I had a great deal. $89. I was like, that's a steal.
Yeah,
next day I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
I saw one can. I don't know. It was either the Warmonger or Nakayetti on Twitter. There's 2 baseball guys I follow, and they talk about 300 game winners. There's not even going to be ever another 200 game winner probably, which isn't crazy. Yeah. Could you think about a guy like this? Buehler looked like he should be a 15, 20 game winner for 10 years on his team.
Yep.
No, he's 28, and he's got 100. What's he got? 30 wins, 40 wins. Terrible. I hate injuries. It's so sad.
That's the worst part of the game is the injury.
Yep.
And you got Acuna now out for a second year at 25 to 6. I mean, will he ever be the same?
Well, we saw with the last injury. He won the MVP afterwards.
Okay, and then he just ripped another Achilles. He's going to be a 40-40 guy?
Who'd they put in the leadoff spot there?
Who is it?
Michael Harris.
Yeah, probably Michael Harris.
Which he's a 30-30 guy. I mean, that's a nice little replacement you got.
Yeah.
Yep.
People made fun of the Braves for signing him and Austin Riley and these guys to 10-year deals. Well, thank goodness you signed them to these bargain deals because they're dropping like flies.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, well, we're at Bears Barroom, and it's announced the Bears are going to be doing Hard Knocks. Sean, will you be tuning in for a little Hard Knocks this season, watching Caleb Williams and the Bears?
Yeah. Why? Why?
If it was the Jets, he would be, or the Cowboys.
I've never watched a Hard Knocks episode.
Okay.
Never. Only thing I watch on HBO Max is Entourage reruns. That's it.
Entourage and Sopranos.
I haven't watched The Sopranos. My son watched it, and he's like, "That." He goes, "I can't believe that's the way the show ended."
You know, I just finished binge watching The Sopranos, all 6 seasons. It was fucking good. I gotta say. I haven't watched The Sopranos since I was little.
Yeah, it was. Pretty much.
I started rewatching it. I couldn't get through like 4 episodes. I'm like, I can't even watch this anymore. I don't know. I guess when it came out, it was kind of groundbreaking. I guess it was a different kind of show. But
it's entertaining. I mean, it's funny. I mean, still Pussy, Tony, Christopher. I mean, Paulie. I mean, it's entertaining.
We got about 50 people watching live. We're going to get into a little NHL, NBA, and Major League Baseball.
I got some Ruby props on this game since we're not going to tell you to lay 3.25.
Yeah. All right.
I grabbed them today in the midday money. I said to take a little Gavin Lux. Again, this was from noon today. He was plus 190. Rojas was a 245, and Pages was a 160. Now, when I grab my Ruby props, and I'm pretty good at them, 89 and 120 plus 2660, Tooch. So we're 30 games under 500, but they're all kind of big plus money. So I'm not going to tell you to take 105.
Yeah.
I like to grab guys a little further down in the lineup. Your 6 to 9 guys, because I feel Dakota Hudson's not a great pitcher. Your better players, the media of the order, will probably get on base, and the lower guys have every opportunity. So that's the stuff for this game. It's for any kind of game. If you think a team's going to score runs, hey, you could jump on Freddie Freeman or Aaron Judge at minus 105s or plus 1.
Yep.
You know, we're here to make some money. Make money, make the big money.
This is all the Ribbies plus money, taking volume there. You're up over 26 units. On the season. You know,
and they're all. I think there was maybe 4 guys that score runs. It was the other day. It was the Giants versus the Mets, and I had Luciano, 2 guys at the bottom and the 2 guys at the top of the order for runs and ribbies, and I hit out of the 8. I think I hit 6 out of the 8. So, but normally just all ribby props.
So, and let's just say, how many ribby props on the day? Volume.
I find one game, and I'll maybe it depends. If I think it's going to be a big game, I might grab a couple guys off each team, say 5 or 6.
Okay.
Other times it might be just 2 or 3 on one team. Yesterday I had 1 and 1. I had who'd I have? The Sanchez, Gary Sanchez for Ruby plus 185, and then a Dansby Swanson. And Dansby was a plus 220. I figured, you know what, this guy, he got to get back on track. You think he'd get back on track, maybe a home run. And again, you're going to get a big number off of whoever, and it's going to be a 160 or more with a guy who hits 30 homers. I think those are kind of worth taking shots on, guys.
Yeah. So
you go 1 and 1, but you pick up 85. Why wouldn't you?
Yep, and that's why we're taking guys like Gavin Lux in this game. Yes. And how many Ribby bets on the day do you do on average? Just 2 a day?
Yeah, probably between 2 and 5 on a game. And it's going to be, can you find something on every team? Sure. I'm sure every game you could find multiple guys I team you want to take at plus money. Yep. But, because then even people, if I have 5 guys in a lineup, you're like, oh my goodness. But how to run score? It's a walk, it's a single, it's a double, and then it kind of goes 3. You look at a box score. I mean, most times you pull it up, you got 3 guys in a row with ribbies. Here we go. I mean, just looking at the Cincy today, who had a ribby? Stevenson had a ribby. Marshall had a ribby behind him. I mean,
Espanol.
You're going to have guys back to back, a couple in a row, going to score a couple runs. So, again, people want that easy stuff, right? They like taking favorites. They'll take Judge. Why am I going to take a minus 110 with the Judge for an RBI? If you think that's the case, you bet his home run prop every day and hope he gets 2 a week, and you're getting 3 to 1 and go 2 and 5. And
you'll never get 3 to 1. Judge's home run prop is plus 150.
So that's not even worth it.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, trust me. A couple weeks ago, remember Tooch? I hit 2 or 3 in a row home run props, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like Aaron Judge said, I look at the prop plus 155. I'm not playing 155.
Here's a home run prop for today, and I talked about it at a show. Our guy T Money was messaging me. He says, "Hey, Look at Corey Seager for Texas, plus 350 for a home run today.
Yeah,
He's hit 8 in the last 7 games.
Yeah.
And he's 350 versus Sixto, who looks terrible. But
Sixto
again, I'm more of
throws
an
some
RBI
hangers.
guy.
He hits some. He throws hangers.
Yeah.
All right, little Corey Seager to hit one out tonight. Is that what? Plus what?
That was plus 350 today.
Damn.
Yeah.
Game just started,
Nice.
so we'll see.
All right, moving
Yeah,
from.
how funny would that be? He hits one like the second. He's
Right.
second. He cranks when we're on the show. I'll be like, oh my goodness.
Should we stick with the MLB and then move into the other sports? All right,
That works.
Mariners minus Mariners minus 158 versus the Angels plus 135. Over under down to 6.5, open at 7.5. So, they two struggling offenses and two fairly decent pitchers.
Really? Thank you, Doctor.
I want to know what came over Kevin PR. The dude's got 6 homers, 25 driven in, 6 stolen bases, and batting 345. The dude's been a utility player for the past 3-4 years. I'm just blown away. And he's batting 5th for Trout. I'm just blown away.
How's Joe Adele doing?
He's not even in the lineup. That should tell you everything.
I was going to say, that's not like me teasing about Adele, because remember he started out kind of hot with average. I mean, he's got 10 home runs. He's batting 205.
Pedro Serrano, man. You throw the guy a fastball, he has a better chance of hitting. You throw a curveball, I mean, just throw him a curveball 3 downs. I mean, right down the middle. The dude can't swing at it. It's just like that movie Major League, like we always talk about. He's Pedro Serrano. He's the modern version.
Terrible.
Well, I got to say, I love my Angels.
Look at this.
This is 2 years in a row that I got my Angels under wins ticket.
He got traded to the White Sox, or from the White Sox to the Angels. 17 games for the White Sox, 18 with the Angels. Doubled up his at-bats, 5 homers, 21 ribbies.
PR, you talking about?
Yeah, for as opposed to when he was with the White Sox.
Yeah. And he was with the Cubs. He was with the Mets. I mean, he's on a new team every year.
He's been on the White Sox and Angels this year, Braves last year, Dodgers, Mets, Boston, Colorado, Toronto, San Francisco. And then he spent the bulk of his year in Toronto early on.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Yeah, this team is bad. If you're a Angel fan, you can't even trade guys.
This is what I've been saying for the past several years. This organization does not know what the hell they're doing.
Can't develop a pitcher.
They can't do anything. Reed Detmers, they ruined Reed Detmers. Reed Detmers will never be the same.
Starts good.
Trout injured again? Trout is
he's
injured.
gone.
Tooch, where you been, buddy? Tooch has been gone. I mean,
I've been moving for the past
end of April. He's been hurt since end of April, beginning of May.
Yeah, but listen, give Tooch a pay. You're moving, stressful. You're packing. He's got little ones. He's got no time to find out that even though it is Mike Trout. It's not like it's Mike Carter or somebody. Never.
Joe Adele. Let's go with Joe Adele.
And the Seattle's in first place, even though they're not hitting because they got good pitching. But this division is wide open, I think.
I still like the Astros to win it.
Texas has 7 starting pitchers on the injured list, by the way. And Seager just started to hit. And they're still missing Jace Jung and Wyatt. What's that kid's name? The youngster? One of their young outfielders is hurt. 7 starting pitchers hurt. And then the Astros, who've played like trash, and they're starting to come around hitting a bit.
World champs sub 500. Mariners the only team above 500 in that division.
Yeah. And they got like a 3-game lead. It's crazy.
Injuries.
As much as you want to bash the Angels here, how could the Mariners can't catch a break in free agency trying to find a bat?
Yeah.
Yep. Because they go after this. I mean, it's like, oh, can you strike out? Yes. All right, you're out. You're signed. I mean, they got rid of Teoscar Hernandez, and look, he goes to the Dodgers, and he's probably one of their top players.
Well,
Freeman and Ohtani and Mood.
Striking out is whatever it is, but I mean, you bring in Mitch Hanger and Garver.
Haniger's trash. Garver, I mean, come on.
He's hitting 166.
Garver,
Hanger's in 218.
The only pack I ever bought of what is that type of cards you like? Heritage. I got a short print of Mitch Garver rookie. I was like, what the hell? This is the so I'll never forget Mitch Garver. That's my rookie.
This is a team that should be calling Toronto. Someone said our guy Mr. Numbers left a reply on my YouTube that Alec Manoah is hurt again.
Yeah, he is.
He's out. And then he mentioned Clark Schmidt being out for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
The Jays in last place. Do you think you're going to go on around with the Jays? I think the Jays should be like, let's just trade because they got the pieces. Like, you tell me these guys wouldn't be interested in Bichette or Varsho or Springer or Vlad Jr. Like, this is a team that'll take any kind of bat off Toronto.
Cubby should trade for Vlad Jr.
Any bat.
Vlad Jr.
And then they have all the pitchers, Barrios, Kikuchi, Bassick, Gassman. They could trade and be ready to go in another year or two with young talent.
I'll take.
Look at the Nets. Yeah. We can make fun of the Nationals. C.J. Abrams looks pretty good. Kenzie Gore doesn't look too bad. Like, they got some young, the pitcher's part. Like, they got some young guys.
And they got that youngster from San Diego coming. Wood, James Wood. That dude's a stud. So probably next year, end of the year, he'll probably be called up. But
there's some nice young players on the Nationals.
James Wood and C.J. Abrams. They're going to be.
This line was 7.5 last night. I thought about taking it. I'm like, oh man.
And they still got Lane Johnson hurt. Lane Johnson's a great hitter.
What do you guys like in this one? Mariners Angels.
I can't believe this total 6.5.
I like the under in the first 5 innings. I think it's 3. I'll take the under because the Mariners. You know what? Take Soriano over 5.5 strikeouts too. I saw that earlier. The Mariners are the number 1 strikeout team versus right-handed pitching. Soriano's prop is mine over 5.5.
Speaking of strikeouts, I tweeted out something from one of the other 2 guys I mentioned talking about strikeouts. He posted like 5 or 6 guys have 75 Ks already this year, so they're on pace for 200 plus. And it was how Nolan Ryan struck out like 345, 50, 390. How many strikeouts he had in the 70s? In that era where striking out like 75 times was frowned upon, like you'd go home and cry and cry yourself to sleep drinking beer.
Yeah.
And nobody's on pace this year to even sniff 300 strikeouts. Forget about 4. No, all these pitchers or these strikeout totals are out of whack, but no pitcher is going to come to like the 290 mark.
You know why? Because all the strikeout pitchers are injured. Think about it. All of them. You're not seeing any 10 plus strikeouts like it used to be. Garrett Cole, he's injured. Strider's injured. Strider was the capital of the Ohtani. His arm is injured.
Yeah, you're right.
The wait for Blake Snell to heat up.
And just wait for Skeens. I mean, God forbid, I don't wish anything bad on him, but it's just a matter of time. There's no way you can throw 100 miles an hour or 99 plus that many times in a single game every 5-6 days and go a whole season. He's going to end up with Tommy John surgery. He'll
be like the Oakland kid coming out of the bullpen because they're going to go 4 innings.
Miller. I hope I'm wrong, but I mean, tell me who doesn't do that. Who throws that hard and has not had Tommy John?
Yeah. No, you're right. They're all out.
It's sad but true. I'll take the under in this one. Woo's just been dominant. His last 3 starts, what is he giving up? 1-1 and 0 in his last 3 starts. Soriano, I like his strikeout prop. I mean, this is going to be just nasty. So take the under. I'll take the under 6.5. If I like under 3 first 5, I definitely like under 6.5 for the game.
Seattle's
you heard it
here. Really good for Seattle.
Yep. The Giants and Yankees. Giants at Yankee Stadium. Hicks versus Strom. What is the total in this? It's not 6.5.
I think it's 8.
7.5.
7.5.
Well, hold on a second.
I got it right now. It's 7.5. I'm looking at 7.5 across the board.
I like the over 7.5 in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
And
I think the Yankees. Hicks is nothing special. He's got control issues. He's not a strikeout guy. He's very hittable. The Yankees they make contact, and they make contact hard. The Giants, they're a scrappy bunch. Stroman, he relies on a lot of ground balls. Well, the Giants, they make contact. They're going to get the ball through the hole. I mean, they are scrappy. So I really do like the over here. It's only 7.5. It's not 8.5.
It looks like a little low line here for San Fran, even though they're home plus 115, because the impression is like, oh, look at the Yanks are 20 games over 500. They're awesome. I don't know.
I like the over in this game. I
like the Ribby prop we talked about, a little Estrada Ribby prop.
Yeah. So Estrada, his last 3 starts, 5 innings. He doesn't go more than 5 innings. 5 innings even, last 3 starts.
Who's this
2,
for?
1, and 1. He's played the Dodgers, the Rockies, and the Mets.
For Hicks?
Jordan Hicks?
For Hicks. And then you got Stroman. Last 3 starts, 6 innings, 7 1/3, 6 innings. He's only given up 1 run in those 3 innings. I think this is it looks way too easy to go under if you're looking at the numbers. I just think it's going to be an offensive game.
The Giants
Fridays,
7-3 last 10.
If anyone knows anything about baseball, just especially this year, just think back of the Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, if you're taking favorites, you're getting destroyed. If you're taking juice overs, you're getting destroyed. Don't be afraid to take the plus money because I'm telling you, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays have been a lot of dogs.
It's the Yankees' 7th game of their road trip. They're 4-2 on the road. Giants took 2 out of 3 from Phillies in their last series.
Giants are scrappy.
They are.
They're never going to look. You're never going to see the Giants face first someone and be like, "Oh, Giants easy." It just never looks like that. It's one of those things you just got to hold your nose and just hopefully the Giants end up winning that game.
It's such a weird team. Like they try to sign somebody, they don't get anybody. All right, they signed Chapman, they got Snell. They're still 500. It's like Estrada. He leads a team in RBIs. He bats third. You're like, who? This is your number 3 hitters.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. Listen, baseball to me, it is. I'm a little annoyed at baseball, to be honest with you. Between the ghost runners,
I like the ghost runners. I like the
clock.
pitch clock.
I don't like any of that stuff. I mean,
I'm just glad they got rid of the doubleheader 7 innings. I hated that.
That was ridiculous.
That was terrible.
Oh, that was the worst.
That was terrible.
The Hicks bookmakers have set Hicks outs recorded at 14.5. Has gone 5 innings his last 2. That line's pretty sharp. I mean, under 14.5 at plus 130. He's gone 5. Over 14.5 is minus 175.
That's a pass for me. The dude was a career closer, setup guy.
Yeah.
Now he's just stretching out this year as a full time. Yeah. He's not going to go more than 5 innings because they don't want to.
Was he a starter in the minors though?
I don't know. I mean, isn't everybody usually a starter in the minors at one point? But he was the closer for the Cardinals 3 years ago.
Right.
Oh, the dude he threw hard back in the day when he first came up.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, 101, 102. Now he's throwing like Chapman. Now, or he just had a lot of control issues because he threw so hard he had no accuracy. Now he's taking a step back on his miles per hour velocity that he's more accurate. He's getting the outs, but he's not a strikeout guy at all.
Yeah, they're scrappy. I got no thoughts on this game. I'll take the Yankees at minus 135 on the money line if I had to pick.
If it comes bullpen versus bullpen, which I think that's what it's going to come down to, I'll take the Yankees. But don't be surprised if the Giants win.
Yep.
Like I said, they're a scrappy bunch.
He was a starter in the minors, all starts, 41 games, 35 starts.
Okay.
Not much of a strikeout guy in the minors, 173 innings, 145 K. So he was more of a you're not going to hit off me kind of guy.
Then the Cardinals try to make him into a strikeout pitcher then, and that's what it was. Because when he came in to close, he either walked you or struck you out. There was no in between.
We got about 120 people watching live. We're going to switch to NBA for a little bit.
Cool.
The NBA Championship Series is set. Celtics and Mavericks. To win series is the series odds. Celtics minus 210, Mavericks plus 175. I don't see why not take a shot at the Mavericks at plus 175.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do the Mavericks, grab them game 1, game 2. They'll be plus 210, 220 off the bat. They're going to have to win a game there. So I look at it that way. And if it goes down, if you still like the Mavericks, you're going to get better than 175 in game 2 when they're down 0-1.
Yep.
I think they got that team out. It's Luka and Kyrie are 2 really good players.
Yep.
And don't discount the trade. They brought in some defense. You saw them D-up in every series. Celtics play down to teams. They trailed against the Pacers 80% of the game. 80% of the series, they were down. Right? So we see them kind of play down sometimes. This is the best team they'll face by far. Nobody's missing like every other team they faced was mentioned. and that's fine. This is not a knock Celtic fans. I'm not bashing you. You kind of lucked into some good luck, which is fine. So you go 4-1 every series, a bunch of blowouts. I'm not saying you were the odds-on favorite in September. You were when the playoffs started. You're where you're supposed to be. But now you got a challenge here because you kind of had a little bit easy than other teams.
They had a very easy. I mean, they had the easiest road to the path was just. I don't think I've ever seen any playoff team in any sport have such an easier path.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm wrong, tell me. But who did they play the first round?
Miami,
who was injured,
Butler.
Depleted. They were depleted.
No Butler. Yep.
Not only that, they weren't good.
They got
season.
blown out in game 2 in that series too. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're done. They're done.
Game went ice
Two.
cold. The
Yeah.
entire team went ice cold.
Ice cold.
And all they did was win every game by double digits in every series.
Yeah. Then they played the Cavs, and the Cavs won game 2.
Yep.
And the Cavs went to the brink of elimination with the Magic, for crying out loud. And then their toughest opponent was the Pacers,
who played no defense.
Who doesn't play any defense now. They got better in the playoffs when they played the Celtics, but they were injured then. I mean, the Celtics has not played a solid 100% tough team, not injured team. And now you're playing the Mavs. And I mean, I'm very big on taking the team with momentum. I don't see much momentum in the Celtics just because of how easy the path was. Now, the Mavs, they had a path. I mean, the Clippers, they got by the Clippers. Kawhi was injured. Second series versus the Thunder, that was a quality series. And then what they did to the Wolves, I'm sorry, they made the Wolves look like they didn't belong in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
again, defense.
Yeah. I placed my bets this morning or today already. I took Mavs money line at 2-1 for $100, and I put 200 on
game 1.
Yeah, plus 6.5, 200 on it.
Yeah.
No real injuries to talk about except for Porzingis, of course, has been out.
He might be back though
for a while. He might be back in the series. That would be a boost for the Celtics.
How effective is he going to be, though? Is the question.
The series spread. I like Mavericks plus 1.5 games, man. At minus 120. I think it goes 7. I mean, NBA.
Well, that's your thinking here, right? It's either the Mavericks win or go 7 and they lose in a 7-game series. I don't hate that minus 120. I think it's worth a shot.
Yep.
Especially if that's the case, you'll be taking the Mavericks on the road. Obviously you're taking the Mavericks in games 1 and 2, thinking they hopefully get one and just not be a home. If it's all home series like the Pacers next, you're going to get buried all over the place in this.
I see a split. I see it's going to be the Mavs. I'd be shocked. Number one, I'd be shocked if they go to Dallas game 3 down 2-0. I'd be shocked.
Yeah,
that's all. I mean,
I think it's gonna be 1-1.
Yeah, that's what I think. If Mavs take game 1, I'm not touching game 2. I'm not touching game 2 if Mavs take game 1. But if Celtics end up winning game 1, I'm all over the Mavericks all over again. Game 2.
We talked about this, Anthony, a couple days ago, just about looking for that Celtics game 2 edge.
I also think 6.5 is way too much. Way too much. I mean, the Celtics, number one, when they played the Pacers game 1, they got punched in the face. They weren't expecting that tough of an opponent because they haven't played anyone that good. Yep. And they went to overtime.
Is that like 6.5? What do we? Are they begging you to take the match at 6.5? Like, why isn't this like 4 off of what you just saw out of Mavericks and Luke and Kyrie, who both look pretty good?
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
If it's a trap line, then
is it Porzingis is back? Okay, but still, the guy hasn't played in a month. So you got to work him back. And honestly, a little more rust. Again, it's a week away, even though the Mavs played yesterday. They still got to wait a week. A little longer for the Celtics. Will it be a little slow start out of the gate for all teams as they feel each other out? It's a game 1 off a week plus rest, and you're working back a key part. How about an under in that game, maybe? Under first quarter?
I would say under for the game 1.
Yeah. I'm definitely maybe something crazy. Like I'm looking at Kyrie to have maybe score first basket or something against Celtics. That's his old team, though. He's going against his old team. He might come out and be like, "It's my show today, Luka." He might come out and score 15 in the first quarter. You don't know.
Sean Higgs with a first basket opportunity.
I'm just saying. I'm throwing out. I won't even be watching.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah. What do you like for that? That game kicks off on my birthday.
Hey, be careful what you say, because Tooch is on DraftKings right underneath the screen.
Checking it out right here.
He's like, oh, Kyrie Irving, first basket, huh? I'm all over it.
A little birthday money wouldn't be bad, I'll tell you. All right, moving to the NHL, we got the Stars and Oilers tonight. Stars minus 128. Stars have had a little trouble scoring in this season. Oilers have been decent with McDavid and company. Plus 106. I might take a shot on the Oilers here. No thoughts on the total for me, Anthony. I know you and I and Sean have been have had our
my
difficulties with
NHL overall bets. My last 9, I'm 1-7-1. I'm my NHL, because you know what it is? I keep taking the home team. That's my problem.
Yep.
And the home team's just getting destroyed. And I'm very big on taking home teams in the playoffs, and it's just not panning out for me. So I want to say under, but then next thing you know, the Oilers are up 3-1 after the first period.
I want to do a first period over.
That's what I was thinking too. Over 1.5.
So I broke it down to the T because I was going to do that as my free play. I was like, I like that. The Stars it's basically it's right down the middle. It's 2-2 in the series, over and under 2-2, and then the Stars again throughout the playoffs. It's very, very basically 500, and then the Oilers. There's games that they score a lot, and then there's games they don't score at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, literally, if taking the over 1.5 first period goals, flip a coin.
Yep.
This
over under
3-1 so far in the series.
2-2.
Catch the last 3 games in a row.
Last 2 games in Edmonton, both games over. In Dallas, both games under.
Yeah.
Tonight's in Dallas.
It was over. It was over first period in game 2 though, 1-1.
Right. I'm talking about the full game total. What about goal in first 10 minutes?
Oh yeah, I would play that before I take over 1.5. Believe it or not, because always someone scores within the first 5 minutes. It seems like, but the first 10 minutes, I would. Yeah, if I'm taking the over 1.5 goals or I'm leaning towards it, I'd rather just take the goal first 10 minutes.
I like that play for tonight. Goal.
I like that even more.
Sean, Stars Oilers tonight. Any thoughts?
Again, give me the over 1.5 early. For early first period.
All right. All in agreement on that. We got the Panthers tomorrow night. Minus 170 at home. Panthers odds-on favorite for NHL championship this year. They've been dominant against the Rangers. What do you guys think this one here?
I think the Rangers have been playing them really tough, Tooch. I mean, I've watched the last few games. The Rangers, I mean, I thought the Panthers would go into this series and open a can, and it's the opposite. The Rangers holding their firm.
Yeah, historically, I mean, they've been pretty good.
Why not just do an overtime bet? 3 of the games have gone over. Seriously.
It's true.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yep.
The Rangers were underdogs. Both
4 of the last 6 overtime.
Yep.
They're underdogs at home. They're monster dogs on the road. And 3 straight over, or not 3 straight, but 3 of the last 4. The first 3 here went to overtime, right? I mean, come on.
You know what? I'm going to place that over 1 goal in the first 10 minutes right now. That is a good play.
Goal in first 10.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I?
What's the line on that one? Sorry.
What would it be? First period, no. First period goal. What would it be under props?
Going first 10, minus 135.
Minus 135? Oh, shit.
And then what was the other one, Sean? We got tomorrow night. Will there be overtime? We gotta find that one. I know there's a prop bet on that.
There's gotta be. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Still learning how to use the stupid Hard Rock. There's so many. Game to go 3-1.
Plus 270 on DraftKings.
Too, Stars game. I'm sorry. Stars game is 3-1.
Yeah, Panthers, Rangers to go overtime plus 270.
Yeah, it's still good value. Still good value for the way these teams are playing. And they're in Florida, right? In Miami?
Yep. Panthers minus 170.
Hey, here's a Mr. Number special. Both teams to score minus 1,100.
Sean, no thoughts on Rangers Panthers?
I got that. Mine would be just an OT prop. I mean, it's.
Yep, me too.
I'll take the opposite of what I like. Give me the Rangers.
I was gonna say,
I know, right?
If you're gonna go somewhere, why not take a shot on Rangers at plus 140?
It's true.
Why not?
And the road teams have been winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the last two the road teams won.
It's been
what is it, 2-2?
Panthers have won 2 at the Rangers, and the Rangers have won 1 at Florida. I'm sorry. They split at the Rangers first series. They split at Florida.
So it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the road team. Give me the Rangers in this game. They
Might
go
as well.
3 games, and then
Might as well.
Florida Rangers will try to close it out in Game 6, and Florida will force it to Game 7.
Yeah, it's
I can't touch minus 170. I mean, I took the Panthers last Saturday at minus 155, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I thought they were just going to go in there and whoop ass. Game 3, take 2-1 series lead. Nope, absolutely not. Got burned big time on that one.
kind of like Bobrovsky under 2.5 goals against the Rangers. All right, let's move on to some free plays. We got Willis Towers coming up after us. They're talking Bears off season and probably talking a little hard.
I got to give these guys some credit. I don't know how you can talk Bears every week, man. I got to give these guys credit.
Bear their souls.
The Bears think they're winning 10 games this year. They think they got, the guy better than Mahomes quarterback at under center.
Here we go. Bears over 8.5 minus 155
under plus 130.
Plus 130.
Thank you.
Sean's favorite prop of the whole year. Over.
Holy cow. Plus 130. Our buddy, I was talking to our buddy Crack. He likes the under here, I think, as well.
All right, let's go with
the Bears.
I think he said. I think he liked the Bears under because he.
I mean, they're either going to go 8-9 or 9-8. So you might as well take the plus money and take a shot because they're not going to win 10 games. I think it's a unanimous agree on that one. It's either 9-8 or way under.
They still got that same head coach.
9-8, 8-9. Yep.
Same head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
That to me, that doesn't make
not
a
a fan.
It's the offensive coordinator.
Doesn't make a difference when the head coach is the final guy on the games.
Yeah, but that offensive coordinator, like I told you, Geno Smith, he turned him from shit to gold. So I'm going with it.
I like the new quarterback. We'll see. It's young. He's got some growing pains. What do you guys say we give away some free plays?
Do it.
All right, the big news is Anthony going for his 12th free play winner in the row. No pressure. Let's just get right to it. You go to Anthony's free play.
What?
I like this one.
Champions League final tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Give me both teams to score at minus 125. I know Madrid's going to score. Dortmund, they're going to squeak one in over Madrid.
I think so.
But I think this is a 2-1 Madrid win.
Like
Sean,
he's
off
my
face. I'm like, what?
I know you didn't see that.
Talking soccer?
Hey,
practice?
I mean, for 12 in a row, I'm not just going to pick any game.
Champions League.
I'm trying to go. I want to continue the streak.
Yeah.
Madrid, I love Madrid. I mean, how do you not like Madrid? I like Madrid money line, but I'm not going to give these guys minus 160. So I'm trying to give you some value, minus 125. I can be the cheap way out and give you minus 160, but I'm not.
Sean's free play. He's talked about already. Estrada, the Giants over a half RBI versus the Yankees. So 1 RBI or more at plus 190. Gotta like that one there. Tooch is free play. Mariners Angels under 7 at minus 122. You can get that at DraftKings. That's it. And last words, guys. Let's you get out of here.
Well, if the Giants-Yankees game goes over 7.5, I think Sean's going to cash his RBI.
I think so too. Yep.
So go over. And let's not forget, let's tell everybody, if we go 3-0 in our free play, somebody's going to win a free weekend pass. So
wow, all right. I like that. Let's see. Sign up for VIP at poundedsports.com. Sign up Sean winning free picks.
Well, Sean's on poundedsports.com too. So
Sean is on. Sean
go to poundedsports.com. You can sign up for Sean, me, or Tooch.
Yep. All right, fellas. Have a good weekend. We'll be talking to you later. Thanks for showing up and giving out the free plays. Let's go Anthony's free play. 12 in a row.
Under Bears.
Under Bears season. Under 8.5 season wins from Sean.
8 exact wins. 8 wins.
All right, fellas. Take it easy.
Gary Taylor lose an OT, pick 6.
They'll be 8-8 the last game of the season.
Who's the backup quarterback?
It'll be 8-8 heading into the Packers.
The Bears are going to end up finishing the season on the backup quarterback.
Agent.
Yeah, backup quarterback's going to finish the season because Williams is going to break a nail.
It would not surprise me if they're 8-8. Last game of the season versus the Packers, and then Sean.
Oh yeah, it's game over.
Sean will double down there.
We'll triple down, all three of us.
Because the Packers will be looking for a playoff spot
like last year. Yep,
of course.
Game 17 was Packers last year too. Bears have not won against the Packers since
Tennessee at home. A win at Houston, loser.
18. At
Colts, loser. That's 1-2. Home versus the Rams, 1-3, unless it's a blizzard in September. Home versus Carolina, I'll give them a win there, 2-3. Jacksonville, loser, 2-4. At Washington, I'm saying you're losing to Washington. You're going to lose to Washington. You're going to lose to Arizona. You're not going on the road with a rookie. You're going on the road with a rookie quarterback and winning 2 games. And you're shaking your head. They're going to go 2-0 on the road
versus Washington
quarterback.
Washington.
Washington's so much worse with their rookie quarterback than the Bears with their rookie quarterback.
Washington.
Sure. Whatever. Then they lose at Arizona or no? They beat Arizona too because
this is also the same guy.
You are the Chicago style Mr. Numbers.
Dude, this is also the same guy that thinks New York pizza is better than Chicago. So I mean, his
you got to eat pizza.
His opinion is really worth this much.
Pizza. It's not pizza when you got to cut it.
New Haven is the best pizza.
That's a ziti. You got some nasty calzone Chicago style crap. Come on.
All right.
New England. Maybe you beat New England with their garbage quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Green Bay, loser. Minnesota. Again, I don't even know if that's a win-win.
Minnesota, it'll be 1-1. 1-1 series. 1-1
at
with
Detroit, loser. At San Fran, loser. You might lose every game down the stretch here. Seattle at home, loser. Detroit at home, loser. Minnesota road, loser. San Fran road, loser. Detroit road, loser. I'll give you a Minnesota win.
Six of the last 8 games are.
That's 1-5.
I
don't think you're beating Green Bay twice. So that's 1-6. New England,
under
2-6.
Bears and
3-6, 3-7 because you're splitting on the road in Washington in road games. 3-6. Jaguars in England, loser, 3-7. Carolina, 4-7. LA Rams at home, maybe. Maybe I'll give you that win and get you 5 wins. Colts and Houston.
What a nice guy.
Houston's a loss. Houston's deadly this year.
Tennessee,
Houston will kill us.
You're losing. You're 5-11, suckers.
5-12 season this year.
5-12. I'm going alternate.
I told you we should have kept Fields. Josh Fields.
Yeah, that's it. You got the same record with a new guy who's going to cry when he loses. He's going to lose more games in a month of September than he did in his college career.
I mean, the coach cost him like 3 games last year.
John, you need to join Willis Towers. That's coming up after.
I'm gonna go jump on YouTube. I got my Sean Higgs YouTube up. I'm going over there. I'm gonna crush these guys.
Block Sean Higgs on Twitter because he's gonna be a troll in the chat.
No, I'm going right to YouTube. They won't even know how to stop that. They're like, "Where's this coming in from?"
Sean's gonna have a burner account on Picks and Parlays.
No, I am not. It'll be Sean Higgs.
All right, fellas, we're out of here. I'm going to go get some dinner. You guys get some dinners.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Take it easy.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye.